Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Whispers in the Shadows with Tina. I'm your host and today we have a truly heart-wrenching story to share. As always, we delve into real-life experiences and emotional journeys that shapes us. Our aim is to provide a platform for voices to be heard and for our community to offer support and advice. Today's story comes from a listener named Akos, who has bravely opened up about her relationship with a man named Kofi. It's a tale of love, betrayal, and resilience. So sit back, listen closely, and let's dive into Akos' story. Hello Tina, I would like to share my story on your platform. I was in a relationship with a man who was generous, handsome, and very romantic. We met through a mutual friend. At the time of our introduction, he was in a complicated relationship, unsure about its future. My friend warned him not to hurt me if he wasn't serious. After a few months, he told my friend that his girlfriend had left him and he was ready to move on. My friend then gave him my contact number. Initially, I wasn't interested in him because he seemed like a player. However, those around me saw him as a good person and encouraged me to give him a chance. After 3 months, we started a serious relationship. Things went well until I noticed he hadn't moved on from his previous relationship. He often spoke ill of his ex-girlfriend, but I stayed positive. A few months into our relationship, his behavior began to change. On his birthday, as my friend and I were planning a surprise party for him, he told me he had work photo shoot outside the country. I believed him and offered to accompany him, but he declined. In reality, he went to have a pre-wedding photo shoot with his ex-girlfriend. When he returned, I welcomed him with a surprise dinner and he wrote me a touching letter of appreciation. Soon after, he confessed that his ex-girlfriend was pregnant. Naively, I advised him to go back to her, but he insisted he loved me and didn't want to return to her. I believed him and I continued the relationship. He moved from where he used to stay just to be closer to me. And he was incredibly attentive and caring. He often surprised me with romantic gestures and helped with groceries. I never suspected he was using me. 6 months later, after a meal together, he told me his mother insisted he marry his ex-girlfriend because of the child. This revelation broke me, especially since he had already planned the wedding and bought the engagement ring with the money I had lent him. I told him to leave and he went to marry his ex-girlfriend. They now have a child together and I've moved on with my life. Occasionally, he would contact me and I warned him to stop or I would report him. Recently, he emailed me asking for forgiveness and suggesting we be friends. I told him to leave me alone and move on. Now he insists on being friends. He comes to spy on my social media account every now and then. What do you think, Tina? Should I consider being friends with him after everything he put me through? Thank you for sharing such a personal and emotional journey with us. And to all our listeners, what advice do you have for Akos? Should she consider being friends with Kofi after everything he put her through? Or is it better to keep her distance? Share your thoughts in the comments below or on our social media pages. Until next time, remember to listen to Whispers in the Shadows, for they often hold the deepest truth.